A battle tonight over money that's supposed to be going to Aaron Hernandez's daughter, and it involves the former Patriots' former fiancée and her spending habits.
Yeah, investigative reporter Ted Daniel has covered the Hernandez case closely since it first broke. And Ted, Shayanna Jenkins Hernandez is being asked to actually prove that she is spending on her daughter and not herself.
Mark and Carrie, it's been nearly 6 years since Aaron Hernandez killed himself in prison. Court documents say since then, Shayanna Jenkins Hernandez has been getting about $150,000 a year for her daughter's expenses. This battle started when Jenkins asked for an additional 10 grand from a trust set up in the girl's name after her father's death.
The last time we saw Aaron Hernandez's daughter Avielle was at his funeral. She's now 10 years old, living with her mother, Shayanna Jenkins Hernandez, in Rhode Island. Court documents say Jenkins Hernandez gets about $150 grand a year from Hernandez's NFL pension and Social Security. When she asked for an additional 10 grand to pay for Avielle's dance lessons, an independent third party overseeing a trust set up for Avielle refused. In this filing, the lawyer for the trustee says Jenkins Hernandez has had $832,040.83 available to her since her appointment as conservator to pay for dance lessons. The trustee points to Jenkins' documented spending, including more than $10,000 in bank service charges, mostly bounced checks, the filing says, $27,000 in clothing, $23,000 in home goods, and $3,700 paid to a university in Western Mass. According to the trustee, the spending merits scrutiny because it hasn't been made clear how those expenses benefit Avielle. We reached out to Jenkins. Her lawyer sent this statement. It reads in part, "The allegations made against my client are unfounded. My client is a devoted mother doing her best to provide a stable life for her children, which is why she created the trust in question in the first place. The facts, when presented in full, will bear these truths out."
Yeah, we're getting both sides here. We also reached out to the trustee's attorney, Robert O'Regan. He tells me my client has a fiduciary duty to Avielle. It is more or less the same duty that Shayanna has as a conservator. It is to see to it that the resources her father left behind for Avielle are used to support Avielle. O'Regan has asked that Jenkins Hernandez's role as conservator be suspended, and he wants a full accounting of her spending in 2022. Jenkins Hernandez has asked that a new trustee be appointed. I'm investigative reporter Ted Daniel for your local station, Boston 25 News.
This lady got 5 years to marry Aaron Hernandez, and she never did it. But she went ahead and have a second baby with this man who has a very bad record. That man who doesn't even give her money, who may put her in trouble. And instead of doing like an intelligent and wise woman, instead of taking the money she earned every year, $150K, that is supposed to help her child, she took that money and spent in clothes, beauty, fashion, to just appear on the face of everybody. The money is supposed to be for her child, and now she wants to get the money from the trust that she did herself when Aaron Hernandez was still living. Now she wants to dilapidate that money on herself. $150K is supposed to support her and her 2 children. That money is more than enough. And if she wants more, she can go ahead and find a $50K job or $60K job or even a $100K job and live the life she wants to live. Because right now she's trying to destroy the life of her baby girl. There is something I want to share with the young lady out there. Never do this type of things because you need to be smart. If you got the money that these women got every year, don't use that. Don't blow that away on clothes and car and fashion. Those things are meaningless. Those things will not bring you peace and joy. Take that money, put on the side. Use that money to take care of your kids, and the rest put on the side. Go find a job. Go find a job and take the money that you get from your job and live with that money. You and your child, you will never need money if you are smart with the money that you already have. Being rich, being wealthy. It's not about the money that you get. It's not about showing to the people on the street. It's not about showing on social media. It's not about showing on your neighbor, your friend and family that you have money by dressing expensive, by driving expensive car, by living in an expensive house. All those things are meaningless. They are not worthy. The money that you have, you need to be wise with that money, especially when you have children. Your children depend on you. Your children doesn't care if you wear a Dior or a Chanel bag. They don't care about it. The children care about the love you give them, the proper education that you give to them. Be smart with your money. Watch my next video where I talk about Taraji Henson. This woman, she has a lot of money. She's wealthy. She's influential. She got everything you wanna have, but she is still unhappy. She is still unhappy even with the money that she got. Don't miss the next video.